Rachel and this is different. So if you've been watching my channel quite a while, you may or may not remember these bookshelves. They are kind of decimated with random books missing from everywhere, but this is the room that I used to have at my parents' house. There's this room and the room across the way, which was my bedroom when I was a kid. Before me and my partner moved in together, this was kind of my space after I moved back from Switzerland. So my parents have had a little bit of a hard time the last year or so, not helped by COVID. Basically their roof kind of collapsed. So one of the times when there was a really bad storm, the wind kind of blew a part of the top of the roof off. It's because it's a dormer, so it's kind of been added, and it used to be a bungalow, so the upstairs is all like added room. Yeah, I don't know why, but basically the roof kind of blew off. And everything was leaking, they couldn't use the electric, literally just all over the house was leaking. It was horrendous. And they've had a horrible time with it. Upstairs, because that's where the dormer is, was part of the worst affected, which was very stressful. But I couldn't really talk about how stressful it was because obviously my parents live here, it's their actual house, it was horrible for them, so I didn't really say. But it was very stressful for me as well because obviously this is where all my books are, and you know, if you're a book lover, you know it's quite difficult to know that all your books are in danger. But I can't take them to mine because we just do not have the room. Anyway, long story short, the roof is sorted, but it's an absolute tip now. I thought I would bring you along to actually sort it out a bit because I don't know if I'm going to get it sorted tonight. I've got until 11:30 and that's when I'm getting picked up, so we'll have a try, we'll see how far we get. So I'm just going to show you sort of where it's up to right now, and then we'll see where we get along the way. There is a hole in the roof. This room will get sorted at some point, but that isn't happening yet. They've only just managed to actually get it to stop leaking, so that'll be there a while. But we've got these shelves which are going to be moving. So this little bookshelf here was originally next to this one, but it was getting a lot of damage because this whole wall here gets a lot of sun in the daytime, so a lot of the books, like you can see with some of these ones at the top, like they're quite damaged by the sun, especially, oh, you can proper tell with that body positive power, it's completely sun damaged. I want to move that. So I think these shelves are going to go on this wall now because this wall will be fine to have them on. They won't get any sun because it's only really that wall that gets sun anyway. So that's the initial plan at the minute. These shelves are going to go over there and we're going to kind of see how that goes because there's more shelves in that room that I would like to bring in this room. I'd like to try and get a lot of the books in one room, but I'm not sure it's going to be possible. I will take you across because I want to sort that room out as well. I'm going to try and basically have this room done today. Move these, put the books back on the shelf because I don't like the way that any of those books are on them shelves. Anyway, we're going to do that and then we're going to be moving across. So I'll show you that room as well. That room's a lot worse, by the way. So then we have this room, which, like I said, is a lot worse. A lot worse. We do have a random bookshelf in the middle of the room and this desk is in the middle of the room. Just all a lot of random stuff. The reason it's so bad in this room is my parents were away. Me and Becca had come here, I can't really remember why. I think we was dropping off stuff from Christmas because we leave all our Christmas decorations here. Everything was leaking and it was really bad. And they'd kind of been told that it had been stopped for now until they could come and fix the roof, but it was really bad because it was really stormy. We came and kind of just, it was really bad over near the window in this room, so we just got as much as we could over there. So over there it's a lot. So this is kind of what we're dealing with. This is the situation. It's probably not going to be something I'm going to get done all tonight, but we're going to try. However, I don't think the electric is back on up here because it needs to be properly checked by an electrician and everything to properly have dried out before, obviously, can have the electrics on, just health and safety wise. So I don't think there will be any light in here once it gets to a certain time. We're going to do our best. We've got at least 2-3 hours of sunlight, so we're gonna stop talking about it now and get started, and yeah, just bring you along for the ride because how can this not be super fun? My god, I am warm. I've been doing this for way too long now, but I just found this that I completely forgot that I got. So I think Mum and Dad got me this for Christmas one year. You just write lists of books, so like this one's like books that made me cry, which is full, and I could probably add more because all books make me cry. It's like top 20 most beloved books, Oh, so cool. I remember thinking that this was a really good idea to give me themes to do videos about, and I don't think I ever used it for it because I didn't write that much in it, and then I think I forgot I had it, and I'm really excited that I just found it because I'm going to take that back home with me. Very excited. So we have made a lot of progress. Now, I do have some controversial picks. Is it controversial to put Max Porter on the poetry shelf? Interesting, especially Alani, which I feel like is more of a novel, but it's going on. I've decided. Sarah Crossan, she does write it in a poetry style, so I feel like she should go on as well. And again, might be controversial. And then we'll leave that shelf like that because we should have Toffee on there by Sarah Crossan as well, but I have no idea where that is in the mess of this room. Desk has gone back here with a chest of drawers under it, and this desk is going to go here as well. If you're thinking that seems like a lot of desks for this room, it is. But when anyone comes to stay or anything, my mum and dad use the other room, and like if we stay, we use that room, and this is more just a storage room, or sometimes I'll come here and write if I'm struggling to write at our place. This is just a very cluttered, furniture-y type of room anyway, so it's fine. My main thing is this. I want to try and get in there, but I don't know if there's going to be enough room, because the annoying thing about having a dormer is that, like, I don't know if you can see, but this is where the ceiling is on this bit. So this shelf only fits, like, I don't know if you can see, like, it only fits in this half of the room. It doesn't fit over there because it's a big slanted wall. And then in that room, this bit's the same as well. So I'm going to try and get them all in that room, the tall ones, but obviously we'll see how that goes. I don't know if I'm happy with all of these books being on here, so on this bit, because again, this is the wall that gets hit with light. I think we're going to end up moving some of these books around. We might just put books on there that are not my favourite and that I'm not that worried about getting damaged by sun, which obviously my Roald Dahl collection, it is not. That is moving. That's kind of where we're up to. 7:15 and it's not gone dark yet, so I'm very hopeful about that. It is quite cloudy, but it's still light, so we're still tracking on. I've been through a lot of the bags that were on the floor as well and tried to sort the books out, so I've been setting them up in piles in there. I've been sorting out like my graphic novels, my gay books. I used to love it when I had a gay shelf on my bookshelves in there, so that'd be fun to have again. Again, I loved having all my graphic novels together. It's much easier to see them, and especially when I'm not here as much, it's hard to remember, whereas before I remember like my mum would ask me about a book and I'd be like, oh yeah, that's on this shelf in that room, however many along. Like I'd know specifically exactly where it was in the room. Sorry, I keep looking at the ceiling. Whereas now, obviously that's not the case because I don't live there anymore and I'm not touching them all the time. I'm going to try and sort in there out a little bit now, because I feel like I've made enough progress in here that it actually looks alright in here. It's more just sorting all these books out and stuff, but obviously I can't do that until I've set all the shelves up, so we're going to go in that room and try and do that now. Managed to get the shelves moved over here. I'm thinking this is going to be mainly my classics. Not all my classics, I don't think they'll all fit on there, to be honest. My favourite ones, like these are my absolute favourite classic editions, although I hate that they changed it and now they don't all match because they made them blue. It's not okay. I'm not over it. It's been years. I'm still not over it. But anyway, I think this one's going to be classics, and then this one is probably going to have my graphic novels and my gay books, because when I come home I stay in this room and they're the things I care about. My gay books, my graphic novels and my classics. They're like my faves, and I'll probably put in these ones where I have a lot of like big coffee table art books as well, because I like to bankrupt myself every time I go on holiday and go to a museum. So we're gonna put those on here, I think, and just, yeah, see how everything looks. I might rearrange it, I don't know, but we'll try. So this is what the shelf looks like for now. It can't really stay like this because like I have a lot more of them Jane Austen editions and I have some other books as well. So I've kind of not filled it just to kind of get a thing for how many books I need, because I do have a lot still in the other room as well. This one I've left off because I'm going to take that back to mine with me because I want to read it. Right, so we're going to try our best. This is on a slant, I can already tell, but I can't be bothered coming over to change it. So I was clearing the top two and thinking that'll probably fit all my graphic novels on, and I've just been through them. I don't think it's going to. I have a lot more graphic novels than I thought, because obviously the last like year or two, any graphic novels that I've got I've sent home, but they've not been on the shelf, they've not like, I've not seen them with the collection. I think I have a lot more than I thought. But this one is my best friend's and she lent it me ages ago. Number one, I didn't finish it. I think I only got a little bit into it and I didn't read the rest. And number two, yeah, she lent it me an embarrassing amount of time ago, so I think I'm going to take this with me I'm probably going to read it and then give it back to her. And then she also wanted to borrow kid gloves, but I didn't have it at mine, so she just borrowed the marriage one. I can't remember what that was called, but this is the baby one, so I'm going to lend her that once I go home. So they're not going on the shelf. This one isn't going on the shelf because I've not read it, so I'm going to take this one home with me as well to read. Yeah, most of these I've actually read. I'm quite good with graphic novels. I don't have a lot of them that I've not read because I really like graphic novels and I only read them as they come in. These apparently have a third book out now, these Harry Connor ones, so I need to pick that up because I absolutely love them. Didn't even know there was a third one of those out till the other day. Don't really need to have that. I might see if my best friend wants it because I actually have the full box set now. So I'll either see if she's got a copy, and if she has then I'll take it into school and leave it in the library. Right, so didn't manage to get them all fitting, and also I was like, I'm sure there's some books missing. I've got some Isabel Greenberg here and I've not got the Bronte one. And anyway, I went in there, found another pile, and they're all tall books, so they need to go on this shelf. I'm gonna have to shuffle things around. And again, this is slanted and I don't care, I'm not changing it. anyone's bothered in little travel zines, this is cracking. Really good book. Unfortunately, I think that's all of them, which does not fill the shelf, which is stressful and not what I wanted from this whole situation. But there are no more graphic novels, I don't think, apart from the ones I took out to take home and stuff, but obviously I want to read them. The graphic novels, I can't believe I have so many graphic novels. This is insane. I've read so many of these as well. Like, my graphic novel collection makes me so proud because I've read like 90% of it. The only things I haven't read on here are, I haven't read, I think, the last two sagas. I haven't read Lock and Key. I haven't read Fables. I haven't read American Vampire. Phonograph I've not read. Apart from that though, I'm struggling. Have I read like everything else? That's so impressive. Who can say that? Yeah, no, I've read everything else. That makes me feel really good about myself. I'm stuck in a dilemma because I don't know whether to continue. I feel quite tired and the sun's going down anyway. So I feel like I might stop and continue next time and just do this as like edition 1 of sorting the rooms out. Yeah, I think we're going to stop here. So I'm going to probably leave the books on the bed because I need to come back and carry on. But I made such a good dint in it today, so I'm very happy. Unsure if I'll put this up as separate or I'll wait and do it as one big vlog, so if I don't do it as one big vlog. Thank you very much for watching. If you would like to talk to me about any of the books I've mentioned, especially graphic novels, in the description box below, please do, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!